Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick. So this is the first update on the story of FC Pigneto. So what has happened in the past week? Well, we've kind of hit a couple of bumps on the road, but I think we'll be fine. Things are progressing smoothly with the strategy, so I'm just gonna go through it, and if you have any questions, post them in the comments. So I'm gonna start with the matches. We had our second match, and unfortunately we lost this one as well, which is another hit to my pride. But I guess I originally started a bit differently. I didn't know that much about the game. So I guess I started to buy players in the original one, and that let me coast and just, completely give up on the computer players and just breeze through them, which I didn't do this time. And I guess this is why we're struggling a bit in the first matches. We lost 2-1 in this one with Vitoriana, though I was expecting that we might win because, our hat stats, which is the hat-trick statistics for the performance of the team, were slightly better. We had the same midfield, but our defense was higher and they had slightly stronger attack. So kind of cool. But again, we're not going for anything. This is just the first season that we do not care that much about. Yeah, even here you can see we got, way more chances distributed to us by the game, and we just squandered all of them. What was a bit more painful about this match, other than the fact that 9,433 spectators arrived at a competing arena, which we got nothing from, is the fact that one of our players, Albino Gurnelli, got a red card. So he is kind of out. Thank God it's not one of our trainees. But still, I will have to, manually take him out of the matches from the setups that I have prepared because he just can't play. He has a red card. There was also a couple of yellow cards distributed, one to our player Marco Ascheri in the 11th minute, and even the second one in the 44th minute to Uriel Mautempi was given to us, and the third one went to Vitoriano's Norberto Bigatello. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, this hit us a bit in the series. You can see that we lost our last 3 matches, so we were put to the 3rd place, and it's going to be a bit harder to keep up with the current setup. But, at the end of the season, we're going to get our reward, and from there, we're going to decide what we want to do. The 2 other player-controlled teams are doing fairly good. FC Galcianese is going to be promoted to the higher series, and we're going to be stuck here with Toro 1917 in the next match. And one of my subscribers actually applied for Dragon FC 94 team, so we'll see if his request is approved, and that we, if it is, we could compete against each other. But I'm just gonna follow my strategy and see how it's gonna go. Actually, Toro is selling a player. He's not interesting. Yeah, they're trying to sell him for $1,000 and no one's buying it. Because he's 27 years old and, his skills are not good. Plus, he's nasty and he doesn't have any leadership, so he can't even be turned to a trainer. So yeah, one thing that's actually pretty sucky about this is that you get a cash prize at the end of the season, and I guess I kind of passed on the possibility of getting my cash prize a bit higher than I expected it originally. But, I didn't even count with it, quite honestly, because I just want to make this thing go on its own. This kind of goes to a little problem that I noticed as far as finances go. We're hemorrhaging money. Last week, we had a bit of match takings, and we still lost quite a lot of money. I guess, the new signings were something that added up on it. So we'll always have 1 week where we're playing home and 1 week where we're playing out. And the weeks where we're playing home, we're going to be sort of even. And on the weeks that we're playing out, we're gonna take a big hit. As you can see, we have 183,000 in the bank, so we should be okay for about 6 to 8 weeks, which I think is fairly cool. We're gonna get the cash prize for the end of the season in the in between that as well. So I guess we'll see how we're gonna fare after that, but we should be fairly fine. In 8 weeks, I'll be okay with selling even one of the trainees. And I actually wanted to show you that because some of our guys, like Petru Bacescu, are now having a playmaking of excellent. And if you look at the transfers, if we, for example, got him one higher up, which means he would be 17 and got a playmaking of 9, you'll see that's actually quite a bit of difference in the price. So if we go with excellent to excellent, and just 17 to 17, you will see that these guys can be, their price varies depending on the days of their age and their skill. But yeah, you see this guy is for 35,000 and he's not even selling. This one is actually kind of similar to Petru, though he has a better winger and scoring. This guy is being sold by 45k. He's excellent. He's got technical, okay. And that is very fine. You know, the prices here oscillate. There's one that's actually having defending of 5, and this one is lucky. I guess that's a lucky bet. I don't know why this guy would be so highly priced. Well, he's balanced, honest, and sympathetic. Okay, so I can get that. But yeah, you can see some of these guys, like this guy, because he's fairly young, are selling for 190k. But if we actually went up a bit and said that we're going to have a formidable guy, you see that the prices immediately jump up by about 100k. And yeah, this guy is even worse than our player right now, because he's got winger of 5 and scoring of 5. So this guy is much weaker, though you can see that he's selling for much more. Some guys are trying to go a bit overboard here, but yeah, these guys are not going to sell. But if we go a bit higher, for example, say he's going to be 18 and his skill is going to be outstanding, I don't think we're going to be able to get it much higher than that. But yeah, you can see here that you're getting to pretty decent prices. Pretty decent prices. Yeah, this guy is selling for 2.5 million. That's, of course, because he's got defending of 8 and he's extremely young. Wow. And he says a specialty. So this is some material to work with. But, you know, you can get a pretty decent amount of money for players if you're not, you know, insane. Like this guy, outstanding, and he's almost 19, 250k. So that could get us going. Considering we got him for $1,000, I think that's pretty good, right? So we got a boost of fans. You can see that the fan club is increasing. We're at 142 members now, which is pretty cool. You know, it's gonna increase the amount of people coming to our matches, and our sponsors are also throwing some money at us. So that is pretty cool. I don't know why they're delirious while fans are, I think, content. Yeah, they're content, but sure, it's 6 and 6, so that kind of, you know, makes it even. The next match is gonna be tomorrow with Dragon FC actually. So I wonder if it's still gonna be the computer player. But in this one, we're evaluated as having the edge. Okay, and our fans expect that we will win. Yeah, the edge. Okay, so they're not entirely sure. It's going to be played on our stadium, so that is kind of cool. We're going to get some money out of that. But yeah, we just need to, you know, if we win this one, we secured the 3rd place in the league. If we lose this one, then we're going to be 4th, maybe. Well, no, I'm definitely going to be 4th, because there's nothing else to say about that. Speaking of the stadium, I actually redesigned it a bit. This is looking much better. Considering it has a capacity of 12,000, it's nothing major like a redesign, but I kind of like it this way a bit more. It looks more like a, you know, football stadium that's not completely ran down, even though there's only the 12,000 seats. I know that it's usually a pretty good... wow, actually, look at that. Yeah, if you get 10,000 people, you're nearing 100k from the match takings, which would be quite enough for us to go on. The reason why we're actually bleeding out that much money is the staff. I went ahead and right from the beginning hired all the staff that we will need, which is maxed out form coach, maxed out medic, and 2 maxed out trainers. Assistant coaches. Yeah, assistant coaches, which will provide us, I think, with 35% bonus to training speed. But increase the injury risk. Same with the form coach, and the medic will negate that. So we should be kind of fine as far as everything goes. But you can see that they're expensive, and while I'm basically throwing money out of the window a bit here, it will just get us on the right track. And as we are focusing on the training and getting our players better, I think we in the end. We're going to make a decent amount of money. So what I could, of course, do here for the upcoming tomorrow's match is I could just go ahead. And I actually thought of that to go ahead and, wait, I'm doing this all wrong. And search for a player, say, who's like 35. And put, I guess, scoring, for example, like brilliant, at least brilliant. And you can see that you would probably be able to get someone very cheap. Like this guy is still 45. There will be a number of players that are quite older and no one really wants them. Like, for example, Matteo Defla. I think he's not even going to sell. You can see his form and stamina has dropped significantly. And even though he has a scoring of 12, which would help us greatly, I don't think there's much interest in him. And when you go even higher, say like 38, and let's take it to outstanding, you can still find a couple of guys. Yeah, but like this guy, scoring outstanding, but his age is 38. He's not even selling for $1,000. This guy, same. He's about the same age. Asking price 100,000. Yeah, they're just trying to find someone who would buy it for that. This guy is completely crazy, trying to ask $500,000 for a guy that's, gonna end in a year. Basically, when he's 39, he's gonna lose all of his skills. This might be actually also reasonable. Skill 11 for 5,000. So you can buy a couple of players like this and just build a team, and that is for sure going to bring you to the higher league. But it's not gonna keep you there unless your core team is solid. So we're gonna see how we can do it in the upcoming season that's gonna start in a couple of weeks, and see how we can put our players up, because you can see that all of them are progressing. We have some with, I think this is the highest playmaking actually. Yeah, 8 is the highest one. But once the core of our team gets to 9 through 10, I think we might have a chance to stick up in a higher season and just not be knocked out immediately. And we'll need to do a couple of trades here and there, get the fans so that we have a solid base that could come to our matches, and just pretty much make sure that we stay afloat, that we bank some money, and that once we actually go buy some extra players, we won't have to just get these completely outdated players, but maybe look something in the around like 30 for the age, because then these guys are much more expensive, but they still got a season or two in them. Like this is way overpriced, but there are some that you might argue about being pretty good. Like this guy might be much better, but 600k. Well, actually, there's someone bidding on him. Interesting. I wouldn't, but it takes a bit of time to find what you're looking for. Like this could be pretty good, 46, a bit aged, but yeah. Yeah, then it's just a numbers game. You need to make sure that you grab the right player at the right time for the right amount of money. Someone like this, but not for 300k, maybe 100k, you can do it. Like it can happen. Sometimes the player just falls through. It's very rare, but like this guy, brilliant. 35 and asking price $10,000. So I could throw like 150k eventually on a player like this. And well, he's injured and 2 yellow cards, which doesn't really make me temperament and honest. Okay, it could. Well, okay, he's out for 4 weeks, but things like that can happen. You never know. So you have to be a bit careful. See what's on the market, and for us, the guy in the front is going to be extremely important because if you remember, our setup is we're playing 4-5-1. I might actually want to change it to like 3-5-2 or something, but for now I'm okay with this. We're playing fairly defensively. I'll have to look into what you need for. There's a couple of strategies that you can use, like for example counter-attacks, which rely heavily on defense and so on. So these special strategies require different things: pressing, counter-attacks, attack in the middle, attack on the wings, play creatively, and long shots. So eventually we'll have to focus on one of these strategies. I don't think I used those before, but this time we'll try to take advantage of at least one of them. So yeah, we'll see. And you can see that our score has positively increased from before, especially because of the form and stamina that the guys get. Like if you look at the first match that we actually played, you will see that we already went quite a long way. We had 325 on midfield. Now we have 4.5. Right defense, center defense, and left defense for 7.7 and 5.75. We got 6.5, 6.5, 7.25. Okay, so a slight increase. Central attack was 3, right 5, and 3.75. So yeah, attack is a bit weaker because we had a different way. But the midfield is going to guarantee that we have things set up. And I also gave a couple of orders for players to change in the middle of the game, taking a bit more advantage of their stamina and having I generally think it's going to be better. I also signed for a tournament, so we might have fun with that. I think that's pretty cool. And I still don't want to touch the youth team at this point. So yeah, that's all for the update on FC Pigneto. And I actually wanted to show you there is a continuation of the World Cup where our team, Italy, has actually, I'll do it a bit differently. Played today against Honduras, and they won 4-2. So yeah, they're continuing their stride. It's pretty awesome. They won every single match with the exception of the match with Jamaica actually that one was on Monday. Yeah, I watched that one. Yeah, 1-1. And they're doing pretty damn good. And I think they already made sure that they will be. Yeah, okay. They already got promoted to the next round. Yeah, they won this one. In the round 5, they are with Slovakia, Turkey, and Iran. So it's going to be interesting. I would still bet Italy will win. And also, the U21 League, which is like the World Championship of the players sub-21 has started. And the first match did not go very well for Italy. It actually got beaten by Oceania. So that is something that I would not expect, but it really happened. So yeah, they actually went bonkers on us. Damn. Can you see the setup here? Okay, this is Italy. No, wait. This is Italy. So what the hell happened here? They played, 4-5-1 against 2-4-4. The goalies were about the same. Their defense was slightly stronger, and their midfield was much stronger. Yeah. Well, they had only one guy scoring, but I guess if you don't get the chance, their position was much higher, and they were given many more chances. So much more time with the ball and more shots taken. I guess that's fair. So Italy, while on its way to maybe win the World Championship in the Senior League, is not starting very well with the youth team. So we're going to see how that's going to go. So anyway, Thank you very much for joining me for this update, and I'll see you in the next one in about a week. So you guys, take care.